My name is Maggie Keeble, and I chose to investigate the services and technology offered at the Courier Lynn Black Library at Catawba College. This is a library I am familiar with, as I worked there all 4 years of my undergraduate degree. I chose to focus on this library because I am both familiar with its services and because a new, ambitious technology librarian was hired last year. I was curious to see what changes were made after I graduated in April, and to see what exciting things are planned for the future of the library. The best person to talk to about technology at the CLB Library is the current head of Library Systems and Technology, Isaac Meadows. He has been in this position for about a year now, and it was a great pleasure working with him while I was doing my undergraduate work. He has his Master's of Science in Information Systems from Appalachian State University, where he also worked as a student assistant in their library. He was employed at the Caldwell County Public Library as a second-level library assistant, and he hopes to one day work as a library director, or at least work at the UNC Chapel Hill or Appalachian State University libraries. The current location of the Courier Lynn Black Library first opened in late 1953 when Catawba College was moved to Salisbury, North Carolina. It received its name from the three biggest alumni and funders for the site: Lieutenant Courier, Joseph Lynn, and Dr. Oscar Black. The library has had some additions over the years, including a dedicated reading area and upstairs mezzanine, but the biggest renovations came in January of 2008 when electronic compact shelving was installed in the basement to create more room for the collection. The CLB Library is also a depository for government documents, both federal and state, and in July of 2000 they became a full depository for North Carolina government documents. This spring, the library made another huge change when they converted from a software-based circulation system to a cloud-contained system called WorldCat, which allows more freedoms when it comes to circulating items and running reports. The collection at the CLB Library contains 86,700 books, 1,672 ebooks, 2,248 videos, and offers access to 21,849 full-text journals. They also have a partial collection of U.S. government documents and a full collection of North Carolina government documents. You can also find a microfilm and microfiche collection with appropriate machines to view and print their contents. Most of the collection is contained in the basement of the library, leaving reference books, videos, and the poetry collection on the main floor, and a children's collection in the mezzanine upstairs. The CLB Library also has a separate building behind the main library where the Palmer archives are kept. Any document or collectible with Catawba College ties is contained in this little building and needs a special key to access. The Courier Lynn Black Library offers services to both the college-affiliated crowd and the local community. Its main use is by the students of Catawba College, but anyone who lives in Rowan or surrounding counties can apply for a community borrower card and have access to library materials. The ages of patrons vary from young to old, with the highest concentration being young adults, and each type of patron has its own level of borrowing privileges. For example, Catawba students can check out an unlimited number of books and up to 3 DVDs at one time. Faculty and staff can check out an unlimited number of books and DVDs. Community borrowers can check out only 5 books at a time and currently do not have access to DVD collection because of previous issues. The renovations in 2008 also came with an upgrade in technology at the CLB Library. The library houses 80 computers currently. There are 30 public access machines that patrons can log into and use on the main floor of the library, and another 33 computers are contained in the computer lab located on the main floor as well. There are 4 staff terminals and 9 staff laptops in use, with another 4 laptops that can be checked out by students and staff. Also, in the instruction lab, there is a podium containing an outlet in connection to the mounted projector. a small monitor for annotating the computer screen when projected, and a nice set of in-ceiling speakers that makes giving lectures at the front of the room easy for people in the back to hear. All the computers in the CLB library come with the same software as any Catawba College computer on the campus. Each one runs Windows 7 as the operating system and allows access to Microsoft Office 2013, Adobe CS6 Design and Web Premium, SPSS statistical software, SQL software, and other smaller programs. As I mentioned earlier, the circulation system used now is a cloud-contained system, meaning that checkout and item searches can be done with a cell signal in case the internet goes out. OCLC's World Management System combines acquisitions, OPAC, cataloging, and interlibrary loans in one usable web page, allowing a librarian to have access to the collection, checkout screen, patron records, and material requests all at the same time. When we first talked, Isaac wasn't sure what the network setup was for the library, but this week he sent me an email letting me know that the computers in the library are on a transmission control protocol / Internet Protocol Ethernet network, which allows work to be saved on a network and used on any computer so long as you have the login credentials to access it. The system uses switches in a wiring closet as well, and all the computers use different virtual networks on the same LAN network. Users have a login to access their Novell file server, which is accessible on any computer across the campus. As far as networking with the community is concerned, the library uses its website and the Mass School email system to promote services, events, closings, and new materials. They also use an in-house corkboard and word of mouth to get a lot of the news about the library spread around. To help with the change of times, Isaac created a Facebook page for the library this fall and hopes to be using it a lot more for promotional purposes when students return for their spring semester at Catawba. The future of the Courier-Lynn Black Library looks to be a fairly similar trend to many libraries nowadays. Isaac says they hope to have a more robust ebook collection to complement their online journal database. He also foresees the checkout of more laptops, as well as e-readers becoming available in a couple of years. Other points that need some focus in the next 2 or 3 years are the information literacy services offered for students, as well as an increase in librarians who are comfortable using technology and can instruct students on how to use it. Above all, the library and its staff need to embrace change and support the use of social media to spread the word about services to the public instead of relying on paper signs and word of mouth. In conclusion, I am happy to see that the Courier-Lynn Black Library has someone ambitious stepping into the role of head librarian of library systems and technology. Isaac seems dedicated to making change happen in the library so as to bring in more students and community members to use our resources. The library has taken a step in the right direction with the changes made over the past couple of years, but I believe there is still some growing to do in respects to the technology within the library. I would love to see more laptops become available for checkout, as well as e-readers become available to students. And I agree, the staff needs to embrace change and become more technology familiar if they are going to continue to be relevant to the student body of the college. Isaac says the worst thing librarians can do is appear to be antique, and if anyone is an aspiring librarian, then the best thing to do is jump into a job feet first. It may not be as structured as an internship, but being in the field while pursuing a degree will make the course material way more relevant, and you'll appreciate the classes more.